I'm about to give you all the details that you need, that I wish someone told me when I was going into university. So grab a cup of coffee, get you some popcorns, because it's going to be a hot one. I'm dropping down everything. And by everything, I mean everything. This video will be broken down into 3 chapters, namely relationships, finance, and education. And if you're wondering about finance and relationships part, well, there's a whole lot more bombshells about to be dropped at your doorstep. So stick around. First chapter, relationships. Now, how do I even say this? I'm going to start with the part that I know you're itching to hear. That part you're itching to hear is the one I'm going to drop at your doorstep. And it is all about dating. So you're going to come to school, right? And you'll be meeting a lot of people. For those of you like me who went to a girls only boarding secondary school, it's going to be quite of a shock at first, because now you know you're coming and you're going to be meeting guys who for the past 4 years you've not been interacting with as much. I know. Scary. It's really scary, I know. But it's fun, right? Let me tell you something. If you are dating prior to joining university, this won't really be an issue. Like, it's a core struggle. But if you've never dated, if you've never been in a relationship, and now you're joining university, my friend, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Because let me tell you something. When you come to university, if you've never been having any male attention in your life, you're going to get it. You will get it so much, you'll be shocked. You will get it so much, you'll be shocked. Because you know, you're a first year, you're new to the university, you're new to the environment. And guys, those small boys will be at the corners, at the corridors, at the cybers, waiting for who? The new package that just arrived. And who is that new package? You're that new package. So in the first weeks, in the first months, you really are going to deal with a lot of male attention. More than you probably can handle. And you need to be cautious about this, because it doesn't mean that now these guys are interested in you. Yes, there might be that 1% that are genuinely interested in you and want to know you. But trust me, the other 99 just want to you. It's not a lie. They just want to you. And you know what means, right? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? You're in university. I gotta take my coffee. Because today it's a long day. So yeah, 99% of those guys just want to you. And if you don't tread carefully, let me tell you something. If you don't tread carefully, you'll mess. That's why you hear stories a lot of stories of girls getting pregnant within the first week, the first semester. And you know, you guys are going to have a first year's party. I'm sure most universities do this. You're going to have a first year's party, right? And it's going to go till late. And you come from a house whereby curfew, 6:30. Where are you? The door. And then you come to university. And there's a first year's freshers night. It's called freshers night, right? Freshers night. And it goes up to date as 2 a.m. in the morning, depending on the school and how they organize. Just be careful. Because in these freshers nights, whatever, truth be told, not everyone there is a first year like you. Not everyone there is new. Not everyone there has good intentions. A lot of guys are just there looking for potential, how do I call it? One night stand mates. A lot of people are there looking to recruit you. A lot of people are there just looking to pick out the weak the weak targets. So you have to be careful about that. But above all things, it's actually very exciting. And then, sweet girl, please, I beg you, please, don't jump into date the first guy who gives you lovey-dovey vibes. I'm telling you, don't jump right in to date the first guy. It's your first week, you've not even started going to class, you haven't even interacted, you've not met a lot of people, you've met like 2-3 friends, depending on how social you are. And then some cute guy comes and gives you all these macho vibes. And you're in like this. Please, don't. If you intend on dating, you're in first year, you've come to university, you're fresh in this sector. If you intend on dating and you've been given permission to date, I don't know, everyone's situation is different, with each to their own, but if you are interested in dating, give it a month. I'd advise you give it a month. Because within a month, you'll have settled. You'll have made a couple of friends, you'll have known your way around the school, and you'll have a solid foundation within a month or two. But it's literally the first week. You're new to this place. You've probably been moved to university that's like counties or even in another country. I don't know. And then you're already dating the first guy you see. And another mistake first year ladies make. These fresher ladies, they go to university. And then what they do, they fall for the seniors. Now because some second year guy came and told you, you know, baby girl, I'll be liking your vibe. Now you're in. Like this. This guy has been in this university for the past academic year when you were in high school. You don't even know how many girls he's been with. You don't even know his history in this school. You don't even know if this person is actually a student in this school. Because let me tell you something. In university, everything is not what it seems. Be it the students, be it... Just know that don't believe everything you see. Just because someone's told you, what's up baby girl, I'm a second year, I'm doing education, bachelor's degrees in education, fine arts, whatever, and then you go and tell your girl, hey, I've gotten a guy, he's in second year and he likes me. Why? My friend, be careful. If you really want to date, give it a month. Chill, give it a month. Focus on settling, focus on getting friends, focus on finding your footing around. Then you can start considering the idea of dating. But personally, if I was asked to give my heartfelt advice about dating in university, I'd tell you in first year, stay single. I know. Because trust me, the character development that will find you if you're not careful. Oh Lord. I'm telling you, the character. Pause. The character development that will find you there. You can write a whole encyclopedia. The character development that will find you. You know, I'm laughing because people take this kind of advice very lightly. And then they get there. And then stuff just happens. And then they're like, what just happened? Like, what happened, you know? So you have to be really careful. Another thing. Yeah, today we're calling a spade a spade. We're not playing upper. Today we're calling a spade a spade. Sex. Sexual intercourse. Now I'm going to give it to you blunt. No sprinkles, no cream, no sugar. Stay celibate. Just stay celibate. Stay celibate. Because you know what? University, STIs, sexually transmitted infections. These STIs, I'm telling you, there's a type of the STIs that is being transmitted nowadays in universities. It's scary, uncurable. Like, why would you want to bring yourself STIs that are incurable? Just because you couldn't stay without, you know. Some things can be avoided. So please, just stay celibate. I don't care if that boy tells you he's going to leave you. Let him leave you. let him leave you, but don't. Keep your legs shut. Keep that on no disturb, okay? Don't do come we stay. Don't do come we stay, please. You know what come we stay is? Baby girl, come we stay. Don't do that. Because when that guy is done with you, he will kick you out. He will kick your ass out the door. You'll be surprised. So don't do come we stay. Live with your father, live with your brother, live with your uncle, but don't do come we stay, because I'm telling you, it will hit back. You'll be surprised. Don't cost share. For those of you who will be moving into the hostels, please don't cost share, because I'm telling you what happens. Your mom bought you stuff, she bought you your gas, she bought you your cooking pots, she bought you your two little things, and then you come here and you become Jesus and you start funding the entire group, and you start being the one who is cooking, you start being the one who is providing, you start being the one who is ever in the kitchen, you start being the one who's always sponsoring dinner. My friend, wait until that money ends. Wait until your shopping ends. Watch a hell be ishe. For those of you who have applied for help, some money will be coming into your bank accounts, maybe towards the middle of the semester. Wait until that money ends and your shopping ends. Those people you are spending it with, those people you are cost sharing with, they won't know you, baby. They won't know you. Please, so don't cost share. If you're lucky enough to find someone who is actually genuine and who will stand with you whether you have money or not, it's fine. But at the most, please don't cost share. Sponsor a meal or two for your friends, but just don't cost share, please. Don't, okay? And in university, you have to be smart with your relationships. Whether they're romantic, whether they're platonic. You have to be smart with your relationships. Because if you're not, the character development that you will be given, I'm telling you, you will cry. You will cry. If you don't move smartly, if you don't move, it will hit you. It will hit you like this. Like this. So please be smart. Be smart with how you move in your relationships. And above all things, have God. Just have God. God is all you need. People will go, people will run, but just have God. God is all you need, okay? God is all you need. Now we're going into chapter 2, which is finance, and I'm going to start by saying this. Please, please, please budget yourself. Write a budget. For the first few days, weeks, even the month when you're still new to uni, you probably won't have a clear idea of how much money you spend on an average day or an average week. So for that few months, I'll give you leeway. Spend, move around, experiment. But by the end of the first month, you need to have had a clear idea of how much money you did for supper, for lunch, for these two little shoppings around. You need to be able to save at least on the lower side a 500 shillings per month, you know. You need to be able to save 500 bob. 500 bob by the end of the month. Considering how much money your parents will be sending you, considering when help comes in, you can't tell me you won't be able to spare 500. And you guys, you don't want to spare to save that 500, but you can afford to spend 2,000 on buying Air Force. You can afford to spend 2,000, even 3K on fancy label shoes. But if I tell you to just sacrifice that 500, yani you just feel like your throat is being cut. You know, just be smart. At the end of the day, it's for your own sake. Because if you're not financially smart, my dear, you will need money. And wait until you need that money and you don't have it because you spent it on clothes that are not looking at you like this. Then you will know. Then you will know that being smart is not an option, it's a necessity, okay? So be smart with your money. Budget. Write a budget. You can say, like, for breakfast this week I'll be taking bread and tea. So you can budget. How many loaves of bread do you need in a week? Depending on how much you eat. With each to his own. With each to his own. Depending on how many loaves of bread you eat in in a week, you can easily calculate the money that you need. And when your parents send you money, if there's any surplus, put it aside. It's not surplus so that you can spend on other things. It's surplus so that you can save for another time, because life is unpredictable. You need to have something you can fall back on when money falls short. If you don't know how to cook, my dear kabebi, go sit with your mom in the kitchen. Go sit with your dad in the kitchen. Go sit with whomever cooks at your home in the kitchen. For those of you who have nannies and aunties and you don't even know how to move mwiko, can you learn how to cook? Because I'm telling you, you can't survive on hotel food for the entire semester. At some point, you just get sick of it and you'll miss home-cooked meals. And if you can't make your own food, then what are you doing? Specifically as a lady, not being gender biased, but let's just be honest. What are you doing if you can't cook for yourself? Just learn how to cook for yourself. Basic things like ugali, skuma, breakfast options like pancakes, sweet potatoes, and what else do people eat for breakfast? Tea. Just learn how to cook the basic things. You don't have to be a chef with all that sauvé, but you can just learn to cook the basic things, so that even when you're short of money and you only have 50 bob in your M-Pesa, you can go buy skuma. You can go buy skuma and you have ugali in the house. You go cook ugali, my Kenyan babes. Don't focus on being a babe and you forget that at the end of the day, you need to be a smart woman. So go learn how to cook. Sit with your mom. When you see her cutting tomatoes, ask her, Mom, what are we doing? What are we doing? Bother her. These last days before you go to university, bother your parents. Let them teach you how to cook. If you've never gotten the initiative to cook, please go cook, because you can imagine if something like COVID was to happen again and they lock people in their houses, what will you do? Just tell me what you'll do. See? So learn how to cook so that you can save on spending too much money on hotel food, and also for the sake of your hygiene. You can't trust this food that is being cooked in hotels most of the time. We don't know how it's been cooked, how long it's been in the pots, But your own food you can trust because you're the one cooking it. Plus, it's just fun. It's just fun to know how to cook, honestly. It's just fun. So learn how to cook. It's not that hard, really. It's not. And also on the matters of finance, learn how to do something that can earn you money. I've seen people in our campus, some people make money from making bracelets, necklaces. Some chicks make good bank just because they know how to make someone's nails, Just so they know how to make someone's nails. So learn something that you can do that so well that someone can pay you for. Because most people, especially for dudes, first year is the only time they call home, Mom, I need money, Mom, I need money. But the time you're second year, you're old enough. You can earn your own cash. If you're still being given money, it's fine. But it's just smart to be able to rely on yourself, because you never know. Maybe your parents may fall short of cash at some time and you really need something to buy. So just learn a skill. Because at the end of the day, you're growing up and you're moving out of your parents' house. And you can't rely on the security that they'll forever provide for you. Tomorrow is unknown. This is not going into university. It's not just a phase of education. It's also a phase of life. You're being ushered into a phase of independence and self-realization and self-exploration. So you have to learn a skill, please. It can be manual, it can be in tech, just anything. Just learn how to do something, I beg you, please. Or else you'll end up broke. If you don't like being broke, bro. Broke is not nice. Broke is definitely not nice, especially in university, whereby money is such an essential thing, especially for buying things, going places, seeing people. Money is essential. So just learn how to make money, because being broke is not beautiful. Being broke is not beautiful. It's not. So learn how to make money. Even as we close on this finance chapter, I just urge you to learn how to spend your money. And another thing, right now, if you're at home and you're doing some side hustle, if you're helping your parents at home, if you're helping anywhere and you're getting some little money, please save that money. Don't use it. Save it so that you can use it when you're coming into university and you might get an emergency. Please don't use that money. Please don't use that money. If you're doing a side hustle at the moment, if you're out earning cash, if your parent is giving you some allowance, for those of you guys who get allowance, please don't spend that money. Because at the end of the day, money issues will come up. Trust me, I found myself in situations whereby I needed money to solve problems I didn't even imagine I'd ever have. Not that they were stupid problems, but they were just, sometimes situations come up and you never know when you'll need money. So if you have money right now, please keep it. Just save it in a log savings on M-Pesa. They have that option. Or just give your parent to keep for you. But your mom might buy skooma, so... But anyway, just save that money. Now we're in our final chapter, which is the education chapter. Attend your classes. And I'm saying this from the deepest parts of my heart. Please, attend class. Go to class. Listen to what that lecturer is rambling on about in front of that class. Because I'm telling you, when it comes time for examinations and you're looking at your notes, you'll realize most of the time, the 90% of the knowledge you needed to sit for that exam is what the lecturer was talking about in class, not on the notes that you copied from your friend. Go to class. I'm not saying to go to every class when you don't have anything to do with your life. But just make an effort to hit at least 80% attendance, Sign those class attendance sheets. Go to class. Don't go stay with your boyfriend there. Or go out with your friends. And you've not gone to your calculus class. Calculus. Anyway, forget that. But you just go to class, please. Just go to class. And another thing, submit your assignments on time. Submit your assignments on time. Because a lot of lecturers, most of the evaluation marks come from assignments they give in class. Jokingly. And then people don't take them seriously. Then they look at their grade and they're like, man, I messed up, Submit your assignments. If they're given on a Monday, try your best to submit them by a Tuesday. Try your best to submit them early and in quality. Don't just do it for the sake. Do it with your heart, Just give it some effort. Just give a bit of your effort and submit that assignment. Because, I'm telling you, another thing with the university, the assignments are actually the exams. Sometimes the lecturer can give you guys an assignment to do and it will come in the main exam. So if you didn't focus on your assignment, these are free marks you're going to miss in your main exam. For what? Just because you couldn't spare a 2-3 hour session to work on that assignment. So work on your assignments. Submit them on time. Don't procrastinate. Don't lose your focus along the way. Just submit your assignments on time. Another thing is go to the library. Please, if you're living in the hostel, don't lie to yourself that you're going to stay in that room with your friends who are busy playing, watching YouTube videos, and sleeping, and you want to lie to yourself that you'll sit up and read. Go to the library. Because the good thing with the library, if you go to the library, you have people around you who are actually doing the same thing you're doing, which means you'll be more motivated to read. Imagine if you're reading calculus, an entire math unit, and you're in the hostel, and you're just seeing your bed. You're just seeing your bed, your warm, nice bed saying, come sleep, come sleep. Will you read? Will you struggle? You won't struggle. So go to the library, because you'll be around people who are doing the same thing, and it will intrinsically motivate you to actually read, and you'll be able to understand. Plus, the library has Wi-Fi. If in the middle of your study session you get bored, you can as well take out your phone and use it. But just put it on silent. You don't want to make noise for other people. And remember to research. Because if you're the one who's used to being spoon-fed by your teacher, you will suffer. A lot of lecturers, they literally teach like this. This little amount of content they teach is what will come in the examinations. Everything else that they bring in the exam is not what they taught. So you have to learn to research on your own. Whatever you've not understood in class, please make an effort to understand it. Whatever you did not understand when you're doing your personal revision, ask your smart friend, that A+ student, to teach you. Don't wait until the exam timetable comes out on Monday and then you start struggling looking for YouTube videos, 12-hour videos, crash course calculus 1. You won't be able to understand anything. You have to be serious and you have to be intentional with your studying. It is boring. It is boring. But you have to do it. Yes, you have to do it. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I cleared out some ideas or maybe some perceptions you had about university that were probably not true. And I hope I've given you some clarity on some questions that you had. Don't forget to leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. Comment down uni. Let me know what you guys thought. If you're already in university or if you've even graduated, don't forget to leave a piece of inspiration down in the comment section that you wish someone told you when you started university. And remember, it's only how many years? 4. Just 4 years and you'll be out. So be smart.